Hey everybody, what is going on? This is Daryl, aka Thuggy, from the Simply Incredible podcast. Today, Troy was supposed to be here. Family things have come up. Troy, I'm missing you already. I know 1 minute into 30 seconds into the podcast. Miss your brother. Prayers are coming out to you and your family. Hopefully, in the next couple weeks, we can get back going. We'll see. We will see. So I thought I'd come on here, do a little stream, see if there's anything exciting going on in the world of comics, entertainment, things I've watched the last few weeks, things I've done, anything exciting. So share with the world. Share with the world. And I keep getting pop-ups. Oh my goodness. I do not want to do an update on that software. Anyway, I hope we're live. Let's see, go over here. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna do this. Do that. Do that. We're gonna do that. And we're gonna do that. We're gonna do all that. All right. Now, I think we're live. I'll do like the editing stuff behind the scenes after the show. Okay, let's get rolling. It's been, last week, Troy and his family, they had vacations and stuff. So, we always say this, family comes first. The fun podcast will be around later. No worries. So, things that I've been thinking about. First off, Twisted Metal came out on Peacock. Really enjoyed it. Very, very much enjoyed the show. Everybody was in it. I thought did a great job. Anthony Mackie, he was built for this role, I think. It was just an amazing performance by him. Absolutely hilarious. Good action in it. An abundance of blood. An absolute abundance of blood. Sometimes not really needed, but still really good. To be honest, I don't think I've played that video game, gosh, in forever, if I've ever even played it. Because in my mind, I could be completely wrong about the game, but I thought it was just a driver game, but I can't remember. I actually recently downloaded it for the PlayStation, so I'll play it later. Legend, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? So we'll see how that's going. And the people that was all in, let me get the list of people that were in it. I should have had this already, but again, last minute. Let's see. Let's see here. Again, Anthony Mackie. I thought he did an amazing job. Stephanie Beatrice. I thought she did a great job in there as well. Good dynamic between the two. So I thought that was really good. I would say the only part that I would kind of say disappointed me was Samoa Joe played Sweet Tooth. And I thought he did a great job. But I mean, as I was watching it, and when the Sweet Tooth character came on, I was like, obviously Samoa Joe. If you watched wrestling for years, you know Samoa Joe. He's an absolutely amazing wrestler, and he can talk. He's very charismatic. I was really excited about this show to see him. I think this may be his first acting performance. I'm not 100% on that. But the thing that got me about it is they dubbed his voice. What's up, Bronze Page? My man, how's it going? And as I'm watching this, I'm like, something doesn't sound right. What am I missing here? It doesn't sound like Samoa Joe, but it's clearly Samoa Joe. And as the more I listened to it, I was like, that's not Samoa Joe's voice. I'm pretty sure that's Samoa Joe. And it turned out Will Arnett, in post, they did his voice. And I was like, why are we Why are we doing his voice? This should not be happening. Oh my gosh, stop with the stupid announcements over here. Okay, we get it. The device is ready. It's working. But watching, I was like, why did we dub Samoa Joe? I can't even figure out why. He's like I said, he's extremely articulate. He does. I mean, he does amazing promos. He's very physical in the ring. If you see him wrestle, you know he's a tough dude. I don't get it. I don't get that. But overall, though, I thought it was a solid show from beginning to end. Twisted Metal, I thought it was really good. Again, is it a faithful adaptation to the video game? Probably not. Again, I haven't played the game, and again, I may not have ever played the game. The more I think about it, but I was just kind of like, why would you dub the voice? I don't understand. Okay, but again, all the other characters, all the other actors and actresses, I thought they did amazing jobs. I thought the CGI was really good. Was there any CGI that I didn't like? Uh, there's a couple little parts. I thought the side characters, I thought they added a lot to the show, so I thought that was great. Um, yeah, I mean, again for me, only negative to it was the dubbing of Sweet Tooth that Samoa Joe played. Anybody, if you guys watched it, let me know what you think or thought about the Twisted Metal series, and I'm hoping we get multiple seasons of this because, again, I thought it was very good. Ended on a little bit of a cliffhanger, which is good. So excited about that. Next, Gotham Knights. Spoilers on some of these things, on all these things, if you haven't seen them yet. Gotham Knights. I didn't, to be honest, I had heard the series was coming out. So I was kind of like, okay, cool. We'll see. And I didn't realize it already come out. And so I'm just looking through stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay, the season is out on, I believe it's on Max. So I'm like, all right, this is cool. Let's check it out. So basically, the premise of it is, again, spoilers. If you don't want no spoilers, pause, come back later after you've watched it. Okay. But Bruce Wayne adopts another son, another child. This one's name, I believe, was Turner Hayes, if I'm not mistaken, which is not in any comics. So, okay. I don't know why we would do that, but that's okay. And there's some people that were breaking into Wayne Towers, and Bruce is murdered. So now they're trying to figure out who murdered Bruce Wayne. And the three people that broke in was Joker's daughter, and two characters that I did not. It's like I read them in the New 52, but I could not remember their names, and I don't really remember much about them. Let's see, trying to remember their names. Let's see, Duella. We already knew Duella. Harper Row and Cullen Row, brother and sister, which fine. Like I said, I don't remember them from the comics, but they were in the New 52. A big plot of it is the Court of Owls, which I thought that I remember that from the New 52. I thought that was a really amazing run right at the beginning of the Batman New 52. So that was awesome. I kind of liked how they were doing that. So again, I'm old and I forget easily. I don't remember exactly how the run went. The first, I don't know how many issues of the New 52 Batman run. Freeze was in it. Well, they didn't even call him Mr. Freeze. I can't remember what they actually called him on there, which I thought that was kind of ridiculous. Why do you not call him Mr. Freeze? But okay. Some of the other characters were in the series. Carrie Kelly from The Dark Knight Returns. She was in it. She's played by an African American young lady who I thought did an amazing job. What was her name? I got it right here. Navia Robinson. I thought she did an amazing job. People will give her crap because she's African American and not white. I thought she did a great job. So very, very awesome with her being in there. Harvey Dent is in there. One of the things I thought was kind of interesting. Again, I haven't finished the season 1 yet, but through the first 6 or 7 episodes, I can't remember how many I've gone through. Duella Dent, aka Harvey's, not Harvey, Joker's daughter. They refer to her as Joker's daughter, and they call her Duella, but they never, so far, they have not said her last name, but she will refer to her dad, but she doesn't refer to her dad as Joker, which I think that's what they're going with. But in the comics, she is Harvey Dent's daughter, but somehow, gosh, how did it happen? I believe she was obsessed with the Joker, and at some point, Joker dies, and she carved his face off him and started wearing a mask. A Joker mask. I believe that's how she got termed Joker's daughter. If I'm wrong on that, someone let me know, but I believe that's how it went back in the day. So, but it's kind of interesting that Harvey Dent's on here. He's through the first, again, 6 or 7 episodes, he was not Two-Face, but really interesting. Let's see who else is on here. Some other random characters are on there, but there's a character named Stephanie Brown who I believe will end up being Oracle, but yet she's not. She's not Batgirl, so interested to see how that goes. Carrie Kelly is playing Robin, so that's interesting. Again, I'm liking that. Then they had the monsters from mutants. Excuse me, the mutants from the Dark Knight Returns. Is that the name of the comic book, Dark Knight Returns? It's been so long, but yeah, and I thought that was kind of cool how they incorporated those characters into it along with the Court of Owls, which I'm just like, why would you put both of these things in here? Kind of worked out though. I think it kind of works out. So, so far, digging it. I don't know how many more episodes I have. I think I have either 3 or 4 episodes left. So by next week, we'll know. Hey, Remo, what's going on, my friend? I'm just over here rambling about TV series and stuff. Unfortunately, Troy couldn't be on with some family issues and stuff. I gotta take care of Troy. So I said, you know what? We'll do a live stream. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on Twisted Metal and Gotham Knights. Kind of digging that. There we go. Let's see. A series I just finished. Waxing Poetic. That's it. Or more rambling incoherently. Remo, my friend, how's everything going, man? Haven't been on live with you in many a moon. But one of the things I did want to talk about that I finally saw the entire season 1 is the TV show Heels. Stephen Amell stars as they have a small independent wrestling association, and it's family run. And I thought it was amazing. Maybe because I'm a wrestling fan, but watching that whole series, season 1, I thought it was really, really good. Fantasy, getting ready for the fantasy foosball. I mean, you got to bring it up. So I got to, that's on you. I honestly have not paid any bit of attention to the football, so I'm like, all I know is the running backs are apparently not getting paid enough, and they're all devastated by it. Like, yeah, become wide receivers. I didn't win last year, Remo. I did not win last year. I missed the year, so I didn't win last year. Actually, I don't even know who won in our league last year. I actually have no idea who won. I know it wasn't me. I know it wasn't me. I struggled. So I think if people get a chance to watch Heels, I think you guys will like it. I thought it was an amazing show. Very good character development, very good drama between the family members and the wrestling members, and I think it really does bring like the old independent territories. It kind of brings life to what they did. So I think that was. So I thought that was really really good, really really good. That's actually true, Remo. It was it wasn't me or you, so it didn't matter. Oh, it did we ever find out is it a keeper league this year or not? 'Cause I was thinking about that the other day. Well, a couple weeks ago when I thought about looking it up, and I don't remember if it was a keeper league or not. So I'm giving like the first three things I've talked about. Twisted Metal gets a thumbs up, not a huge thumbs up, but a thumbs up. Gotham Knights, so far 7 episodes in, thumbs up. And Heels, loved it, huge thumbs up. It is a keepers league. Did they ever said how the keepers were going to work? Because I know we were talking about a keeper league, and then it was never. I mean, last I heard, it still wasn't decided how it was going to be a keeper league. The kind of thing it isn't fair to have a keeper league if we didn't decide last year that it was going to be a keeper league, so we could kind of set our team toward the end of the year accordingly. So I don't think that's fair. It's like if you say it's going to be a keeper league starting this year, so players for this year will start for next year. Oh, look at this. Co-commissioners. Wait, hold on. Collusion? Collusion is calling. Collusion. Yeah, but if you don't say if it's not said how it's going to be at the beginning of the previous season, I mean, I recall we said we might try one. I don't recall it saying it's definitely going to be, and this is how many players you're going to be able to keep, and this is how it's going to be done with the draft the next year. So to me, it's like that's not fair. Even though, and let's just be honest about it, I got the most dominant team in the history of sports. Because I mean, I feel like some people they didn't play, so it would be a keeper league. At least I don't think they did. Next thing, Secret Invasion. I've got to get back to finish watching that because I started watching other things. So far, I watched the first 3 episodes or 4 episodes. I'm really digging it because it's not Marvel trying to be laugh out loud funny. It's got a couple of funny parts in it, but I thought it was so good. Some of the characters, they bring in characters in. I'm digging it. I'm hoping Marvel. I don't want them to go completely dark side like DC, but I do want them to be, not so much. Let's just try to make everything comedy. I don't want that. Just me. Just me. Down below, if you guys want Marvel to be more serious like DC, or maybe darker like DC, or do you want them to stay more toward the comedy aspect of things? Which I am. It was interesting. It was good for a couple characters, but when you just go down that road of everything's got to be laugh out loud comedy, like every 3 seconds we got to have another joke thrown in there, whether it's uh, good or not. It's just forced in there. You know, that's some people's cup of tea, and it's not others. Not mine. Not mine. But flip side of it, when everything like DC is just dark, 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 and darker, yeah, that's a little bit too far that way. So, yeah, there's a mixture in there. There's a mixture. So, hoping they come along to that. I'm really hoping Marvel and DC kind of come to that middle road where we have dark scenes where it's not, well, let's make a joke here, or we have laughter scenes and we got to throw some darkness in there. Let's let the scenes play out the way they're meant to, and then if there's comedy later, cool, or if there's dark scenes going on later, that's fine. But let's let it play out. Let's let it play out. Which is kind of tough because if you have an hour and a half, 2 hour movie, it is really tough to have comedy and then have dark time in it as well. But if you have a TV series where you have 6 to 10 episodes, maybe 12 episodes in some cases, you have time to let that play out. So let's let it, especially the TV series. I really want that to play out. But that's just me. That's just me. Let's see. What else? What else? Barbenheimer. The Barbie movie and Oppenheimer. Apparently, those are the two biggest things out there. I'm not a movie going person, but I do want to see both of these when they start streaming. To me, Barbie looks like a fun movie. It's one of those movies you go to, you check your brain at the door, and you just have fun with it. Oppenheimer, I hope they do very much not documentary, but don't stray from real life of what really happened back in the 30s and 40s when things were going on. So I hope they stick with what actually happened there because I think that would be really good. I mean, that way you can have your popcorn movie and then your serious movie. I think that'd be awesome. And I hear a lot of people turn it into a a double header there. Have a back to back, and I hear the arguments like, what do you watch first? Do you watch the serious movie and then the comedy? So afterwards you can kind of lighten the mood afterwards, or do you want the comedy first and then sit down with the darker side of humanity, so to speak? So I think I would watch the Oppenheimer first and then Barbie after that. So that way I've got the serious, I've got the making of an atomic bomb, how that the history of that, and again I hope they stay close to what actually happened, and then go into the comedy. They check your brain at the door of Barbie, unless somehow Barbie become a drama, which if it did, that'd be hilarious, actually, I think. So that's pretty much all the TV shows and movies that I really had to think about this week. I have started reading Something That's Killing the Children. Made it through the first 10 issues, and I will tell you, amazing. Absolutely amazing so far. I hope it keeps going that way. I don't know how many issues are out now. I think somewhere in the 20s. So Something Is Killing the Children. Really liking that. Read the first 4 or 5 issues of the Department of Truth. If you are a conspiracy person, this is for you. That is for you. Troy, Department of Truth. That's for you, man. The Department of Truth. So far I'm really digging it, even though some of the conspiracy theories I cannot get on board with. And at some point, me and Troy, we're gonna do one, at least one show with conspiracies and things. Which, you know what, I'm not gonna poo poo them. No poo poo over here over the conspiracy people. But because we all have our different opinions on things, but I just don't see some of the things as even being realistic. But hey, somebody likes them, more power to them. Let's say almost a half an hour. So just kind of want to come on. Uh, Hold on, I'll be right back 1 second. All right, that was more like 5 seconds, maybe 10 seconds. I'm old. I'm slower than I used to be. For those who don't know, I'm a was not so much now. A mixed martial arts black belt, and I've said that was such a rewarding experience. And people say, I mean, how amazing is it to have a black belt? And I was like, it's pretty doggone amazing. it, it is a struggle. It is difficult. The black belt testing that we went through was brutal at times. Man, I got kicked in the mouth one time. I was like, man, I almost lost some teeth there, but thankfully I didn't. I know, blood, sweat, and tears goes into it, but I will tell you this: when you have that belt, it means a lot. It shows a lot of work that you went through. But I will tell you this: the belt that means the most to me is not my black belt. It's a belt that others have put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into, and I mean literal blood, sweat, and tears into them. And I'm thinking about one of these people today. Um, I got this belt. Yes, it's a pink belt. We got this back in 2015, and this belt means a ton to me. And you see the name Cassidy over here, young lady. It's cancer. Um, so lots of prayers going out to him. So I hope everybody's okay. Praying for him, and in my heart. So we'll see. We'll see. Sorry, get a little misty there. I kind of wanted to mention that today, and I hope everybody with their families okay with me sending prayers out to them, sending the well wishes out to them, because yeah, it's very upsetting, very upsetting. But now, okay, I don't know what it is, but it seems like every week I end on a bad note. But that's all we got today. In the future, in a few weeks, next week, week after, something like that, Troy will be back. If not, this weekend, I will be at Bicklet Comic Con in Roanoke, Virginia. Looking forward to that. My friend Ricky, aka Plastic Fantastic, will be set up. I will be hanging out with him a lot. I might skip one day and go play some disc golf. Yeah, we'll see. And what else is going on? Really, not much else is going on. If you guys have seen Barbie, if you've seen Oppenheimer, any of the series we talked about today, Twisted Metal, Gotham Knights, or what was the other one? Heels, Heels is awesome. Let me know what you guys think about those, because we all have difference of opinion, and I love hearing other people's opinions of them. Like, comment, subscribe, and that's all I got. And you guys, let me get over here to hit this button. You guys have an incredible day.